this Republic of Somalia, because muxuu Republic of Somalia ay ka wadaan waxay ka wadaan waxa jiri jirta wax la yiraahdo Italian Somaliland lama oran jirin Italian Somaliland waxa jiri jirta wax la yiraahdo British Somaliland kan kale waxay yiraahdaan waa French Somaliland marka iyagu xeeranayaan waa goboladii Republic of Somalia marka waxa jiri jiray wadan la yiraahdo Somalia marka waxaan gooyay Ingiriiska ma ka maqashaan reer Somalia waxaan yiraahdaa way yiraahdaan ogaadeenka NFT kulli wada xiraadaan even about eegtaan they have a map of Greater Somalia waxay yiraahdaan kan uu jiri jiray gumaystaha ama kala jarjaray adaad eegtaan aan caalamkana for example wadamada Africa the gumaystaha isku keenay so it's a myth waxaas waxna kama jiraan is on the contrary gumaystaha isku keenay Grande Somalia by Mussolini Greater Somaliland by Ernest Bevin ayaan iyadu waxay diidantay anigu markaan oranayo dhibaatada meesha naga haysato waxa weeye Republic of Somalia Republic of Somalia wuxuu ku fadhiyo kursiga qaramada midoobay warqadaheena la isticmaalay Republic of Somalia wuxuu daray Somaliland waayo Somaliland wuxuu ka dhigay gobol British Somaliland marka la kuma garanayba kan ala rabina caalamka ku tiraadid daanigu British Somaliland ma ahayn waxaan ahaa the state of Somaliland Somalia ma ahayn wadan aniga inagu soo forget about Somalia taada in ka hadal kaasay siyaasiinteena u sheegin caalamka siyaasiinteena maanta waxay aqbaleen wax la yiraahdo de facto state na wala ku xanibaya you have no say you have to follow waxay ku yiraahdaan waxaad arkaysaan waxay qaabilaan United Nations dadka ka imanaya waad aragtaan maxay imanayaan why should a United Nations representative from Somalia come to you isweydi waxaad arkaysaa representative from UK of Mogadishu fadhiya waxay soo dirayaan a small like representative ay imanayaan nation everything was UK Somalia UN Somalia US Somalia kuwaas adiga ku imanaya adigu waxaad aqbalaysaa inaad wadankan la yiraahdo Somalia aad ka mid tahay marka maanta waxaan ka hadlaynaa FGS Somaliland waa very very halis adiga wali waxaad u malaynaysaa boundarieskaagii inay caalamka garanayaan 26 June way qariyeen dadkan very hore ku qariyeen waayo kaasay rabaan inay ka qaataan Somalia way diyaarisay hadda waxaan rabaa inay eegtaan calendar for 2024 waxay oranaysaa Somalia got independence 26 June 1960 this is what they're saying we can gudbeen July 1st because we garanayaan July 1st they don't really have independence marka waxay oranayaan Somalia waxay heshay independence 26 June 1960 26 June 1960 yaa la siiyey madax banaanida waxa la siiyey Somaliland aad eegtaan it has boundaries marka dhulkaagi wadatan sheeganaysaa adigoo soo taagan ee dhulkaagi sheegatay she took your airspace already baddaadina way qaadatay waxaad arkaysan Xasan Sheikh uu la saxiixanaya and Saudi Arabia something to do with the military pact Red Sea Somalia has nothing to do with the Red Sea dhulkaagina wuxuu ku jiraa constitution-kooda hadday rabaan inaad adigu ansaxisid way kula wareegeen you can see they are taking you over dhulkaagii ay ku qaadanayaan marka waxa la rabaa musaddex inuu yiraahdo the Republic of Somalia I have nothing to do with it and then if United Nations say oh but we see that you're British Somaliland this is what you tell us all the time and then he's going to say but British Somaliland was a country on 26 June why are you making me a protectorate I was no longer a protectorate on July 1st 1960 kaasay dadkan ay fahmi waayeen marka kursigan oo Republic of Somalia halis weyn ugu haya kursigan la yiraahdo Republic of Somalia iyo waxay ku tilmaamaan Government of Somalia waa Greater Somalia marka waxa jira mid ka hooseeya la yiraahdo Federal Republic of Somalia waa Somali Republic oo loo bedelay federal waa adigu lama dagaalamin okay haddana FGS Federal Government of Somalia maxay waa kan hadda Xasan Sheikh sama fadhiyo Muqdisho marka isaga wuxuu maamulaa this maamul goboleed so Federal Government of Somalia wuxuu maamulaa Federal Member States adiga kuma jirtid Federal Member States wali laakiin way rabaan inay soo gashid marka adigu markaad la hadashid Federal Government of Somalia oo Xasan Sheikh maamulo isaga hadda madaxweyne ka ah the government central authority-ga federal member states waxay rabaan inay ku hoos keenaan inaad adiguna noqotid like Puntland hirshabeelle si sharciyeysan marka kaas inaan u sheegno reer Somaliland mise adna aadan because these people are pushing for talks mana dhegaysanayaan waa inaad ku tirahdaan this is very halis inaad ku tirahdaan maxaad ula hadlaysaan Somalia I don't even understand from the beginning maxaad ula hadlaysaan adaad la hadashaan why are you going to the federal government of Somalia you know why way ku siraan wad arkaysa indhihiina shanay inay ku sirayaan ayaana ku soco
to be considered it's been happening since 1964 but you just say something about Edna here. So like these people they don't oh my god wallahi. Edna she's more educated than me. She should be very smarter than me. It's like wallahi that's the I used to love Edna. I still love her. Wallahi I love her. But the day that I read those documents I was so disappointed. So disappointed of her. Anyways, I don't know what she has intel of it, but to accept it and put her name on that, madness. Anyways, but I've seen her madness many times where she doesn't even call it sack genocide, she call it atrocity, massacre. It's like madness. Another madness. So alright, subversion. I should be subverted because I use social media. They didn't even have a social media.
They are not subverted. They do it on by design. They make money. They make it's nothing to do with subversion. So
yeah, you're coming to my way. I said
no, I'm not coming to your way. No. You have to talk about this particular person.
Yeah, exactly. All of them.
She in particular because she's someone who's well known. She has a lot of connections. She still talks about British Somaliland. And you're like, what the hell are you talking about?
Absolutely. Like, it doesn't make sense. Imagine Kenya call herself British Kenya. It's like madness. Did you hear Kenya call herself that? Kenya, the day she got her independence, she became Kenya, Republic of Kenya. Same way, Egypt, the day she got independent, she became a Republic of Egypt. Nigeria, the day it's the same way. It's like this is the madness. Somalia. It's so funny. Like I have to call Somalia maybe the Russia of Somaliland. Like imagine Somalia is actually making you feel like you have not even got. That's what she's always calling Allah Wala Gumese British. She's making you as if you have not got an independence. Like you're still with the British. That's what she's always pushing. Allah, she's always with the British. British this. Like she feel like you're. Like, that's how it is. Because if the colonialism is over, you know, all Africa is independent. But she makes you feel like you're still in the British colonial, protector, whatever, you know. It's and you accepted that. That's where I don't get it. Like this madness, you accepted that with your documentation, sending to you and sending to international organization, you accepted to be called British. You say no, colonial days in Africa are over. I got my independence in 1960, 26 June. I am Somaliland Republic. Since that day, 26 June, you've been Somaliland Republic until today, and you'll keep being Somali Republic until forever. You know. But for us to accept that we are still in British colonies, with our own paper, with signing with Allow Somalia and giving them legitimacy, this is where we got so wrong for the past 64 years.
Why are you focusing on the elite if you can focus on the citizens and you teach them? Because I've seen a lot of movement. Citizens are fighting like hell on Facebook. You need to teach the citizens. Elites, they don't care, Yan. We have established this.
I established this, but even with our own citizen, it's really hard.
He said 26 June, and you see, he actually changed the narrative. But the same day, someone came, Catriona Lang, and he met with her, Unisom. one day he says, oh, 26 June, waxaan qaadanay
because
Somalia was not a country, all this stuff. Yeah, so why should we focus on the elites rather than the citizens? But when we are writing stuff, when we are putting out information, is because the citizens have to realize they have been taken for a ride. Nothing is coming. Stuff is coming.
I absolutely I agree to educating the citizen, but these citizen, are they gonna be the same citizen who did 1960 coup and do a U-turn? That's what I'm my problem. Cause I wanna be so hard on them too. I don't wanna make them feel like oh they have a easy. They need to realize they are too. They were in this together too. Did they really protest in 1961 and say, come on, this is madness?
Sugan Shucayb Dino, if you did this by design, isaga aduu isla kabaraaday. Shucayb, adigu waxaan maad garanaysay waxaan mise adiga iska rabtay Soomaaliya inaad iska siisid statuskaaga. Yaa soo qabsan karaa. Let's ask the citizens. Because I didn't know these things until I started studying myself.
No, until today, is Edna, is anybody like how what kind of awareness do you need? You to see the talk with Somalia, it's awful, it's bad, it's destroying you. But did you see even people protesting in Somalia? No, but Qabil, they are there. They're gonna die being shot for Qabil. For kursi, just one Qabil could get a chair, you know? That's what they will do, you know? But God protest and say, come on, you know? You are destroying our country with your talk with Somalia. They're not getting us anywhere. Stop doing this. What is this? I go to Walalo. I give an example. Tanzania signed with the Dubai port. People protesting. They were organizing themselves here on Twitter. They show up. Today if I say let's protest, nobody's gonna show up. But if I say Ma Qabil, Kale, Tole,
they're not gonna show up until you teach them. If you don't speak to Somalia, they listen to the elite. You need to be the voice. Teach them. You're gonna see this. I've seen people who are really dumb, not dumb because they wanted to be dumb, but pro Wadani, pro Kulmie, who have changed. I've seen with my own eyes. One guy who's speaking pro Wadani, everything is changed. He's like for pro Somaliland. He's like, okay, I'm ready to do whatever. So I'm saying.
But it's so bad. You remember when we started Isaac genocide, how many years take it? Until now.
But look at them,
no, this is the problem. No, I have a problem with Somaliland. Until they start seeing their Qabil being beaten and being killed, now they're Bararuka. Exactly what happened in 96. Until they start feeling massacres in numbers, they Bararuka. When there was a few people being killed, when 1961 coup happened, they didn't do the follow-up. They wanna see. Anakadat Kaina, the honest speaking. We need to stop being lazy. That's another issue too. Stop expecting Edna she will do something. No, do your thing too. Expecting Ali Gobi will do things. No, do your thing. Laziness, it's always expecting someone else will do for you. This is the reason we are here. Nobody think, oh, I have my responsibility to do
it's not true. To be honest, I just want to make a point. If you knew how the Somaliland elite closed the doors on everybody, as a citizen, there's not
much. They have internet. Come on.
No, forget about the internet.
Yeah. Free girls has been organized through social media.
You need to look at you need to look at the government of Somaliland, how she closes the door.
They're just doing
social media. You can protest. You see, Palestine is protesting. Its eyes
off. Organizing on social media.
Nothing is happening. The ceasefire has not happened. The ceasefire has not happened. The ceasefire is not happening.
Listen to Mama Mariam.
They're protesting. The ceasefire has not happened. People are being killed in Gaza. Nothing is happening.
It's Somaliland. They do even do protest.
No, we are trying to say the government of Somaliland has put roadblocks. They close the doors on everybody.
No, they're not doing anything.
You don't see, no, we do. Big things. Big things. They don't, no, you're minimizing what we have done.
No, I'm not
We're trying to tell you, I'm telling you, the government of Somaliland closed the door on people.
The diasporas.
No, forget about the diaspora. We are talking about right now the government of Somaliland. Other people have their governments pushing, helping. The government of Somaliland, they close the door on everybody. It's a few people in this country, Somaliland.
No, because they know no pressure. When people went to Libaha, they did something. No, stop start climbing mountain. Maybe they'll do. Climb mountain, say stop Somaliland talks. Maybe they will do something about it. Why don't people climb the mountain? Huh? They come a mountain for Qabil, but not for Somaliland. Come on. I want people now.
The Al-Iraq was being funded by the Huon. The Al-Iraq was being funded by the Huon. You know, these are the same entity.
So Huon, they're more organized than us.
Yeah, Huon has money. China, not everybody. Somalia, Prudential, everybody.
We don't have money too. That's what I'm talking about. What is SNM? SNM will fund what?
You don't have your government supporting you. That is closing all doors. We have to be realistic. We have to be realistic here.
And not only Somalilanders, specific Isaac people. Imagine that, not all Somalilanders. So if SNM was being bootstrapped, we failed to bootstrapping, stop Somaliland talks, and go to Galibah Mountain. Come on. Come on, Edna. This is what me and you were different. You raising Somalilanders like an egg. Oh my God! If I put it too much, they're gonna, it's gonna air. They're gonna hate themselves. Hate yourself, because once you hate yourself, I need to be a better.
No. I'm being a realist. I'm trying to say
realistic is to make
I see what's happening in Somaliland. They shut the doors on any change. No. You don't seem to like. You don't seem. No. Let them be slaughtered. That's good. They will barren. Like there are few people in Somaliland. They are the elite. They hold this fort, the status quo. They don't want anybody to rock the boat. If you refuse this, adiyo kuchirta. Let's give Shuaib.
Adna, ayaan waa runteed reer Somaliland horta way seexdeen, laakiin madaxdeennuna albaabaday soo wada xidheen. Waa xitaa inay ka hadlaan ama dadka wax u sheegaan, waxaan oo dhan way og yihiin. Waxaad annagana baraysaan laftigoodu way og yihiin, laakiin I think waa by design. Waxyaabahan British protectorate lagu soo celcelinayo, anaa saa moodi jiray markii horeba dee magaranaysaa Ingiriis baan ka go'nay. Waxa doodaydu war Somaliland 60kii baa dowladnimo la siiyey, Ingiriiskana ber hore u tegey. intaa adduunka ma loo sheegi karaa? Ma garatay, waanu tuurnay. Markaa eeg dowladdeennii they shut the doors for iminka maalin dhaweyd guurtidaa la keenay, House of Elders-kaa la keenay inaa wada hadallada Soomaaliya la xidho. De way diideen, waxay dhahdeen hadallada waa la wadayaa. Ma garatay? Yeah. So
and nobody protested. No, come on.
Shuaib, waxaanu helnay aan MP oo 12 kale MP keenay oo waxaan dhaqdhaqaajinay. Oday kalena wuxuu helay a lot of other MPs, or they are ready to go to do this. Arag gursida waxay samaysay. So they have systems in place oo wixii daminaya. Boom.
But nobody protested. Nobody is going crying on the TV. But if it's Qabil, everyone is on TV, microphone, doing Aitanka to another Qabil. They do that, walalo. But they don't do it with this. What do you think if 50, 100 youths, they come there every day at the parliament? It's become movement. You know, actually, our government is scared. You remember when they said Sha'ab, I don't know. I know it was a Farmajo style, but they start scared. They're like, oh, they scared they scared of the use, but they are used way sehana, and this is why I want to make them very hard. I don't want to. This youth, these young people, whatever, or old, whatever, they've been for 64 years. They've been treated like was Okunwe. I remember my late Abu. He always say, never teach your kid Ukun, because the reality when they leave that door, what he is, they're gonna face after leaving that door is gonna burst in their faces. So you gotta make them tough inside, so when they go outside, they can handle. So this idea of treating people like a phone,
Somaliland, they have been treated like second-hand citizens.
they bend the knee. Everyone fighting for their right. The women fighting for their right.
Especially
Everyone's fighting their right here. Nobody's getting your right. Right have been fighting. They've been
the entire population of Somaliland have been treated like second-hand citizens.
because they are allowed to be.
So to say that no one cares about them, because if someone cared about them,
no, because they
today
America went through slavery, but they still fought for their right.
They fought, but they have not fought
Nobody gave it to them.
They are mistreated. Today Somalia and Hahuan and these Darab guys are coming to check, to look at the boys in the torture chambers as human zoos. What Ukun? This is what's happening to Somaliland people.
Because they are not Ukun.
They are not Ukun. They have been mistreated.
Appeasement. That's what you get after appeasement. Let's be honest here. We need to tell Somalilanders everything you are doing.
You're jumping from one topic to another. I'm trying to tell you, you have to teach people awareness.
But I need to tell you to be tough. There's no
they're all there.
Community is not giving to you. Inside the Somaliland government is not giving to you.
If you don't have power, it's very difficult, Ayan, to fight a government if you're powerless. So you need to give these people power. You need to give them knowledge. Knowledge is power.
No, but the first thing they need to be given that it's nothing is easier. Being lazy, being sit down, your right is not coming for you. Fight for it. You cannot just, you have the internet. People utilize the internet nowadays. Movement are starting online. And then they go physically offline. What do you think is gonna come for you? Recognition is not coming for you. You gotta fight for it. You gotta be the one in the front fighting for your recognition. Musabe is not giving recognition. Sirano is not giving recognition. Rihanna is not giving recognition. Agar is not giving. If we become a president, is not giving recognition. It's you. These ideas that everyone is fighting for it. China started. Mao started revolution. Because he saw the kingdom, the Chinese kingdom were not doing anything for regular people. And one person started the whole movement. Come on. You know? Not SLM, we have our own example. We started by young people. Few young people started. They didn't have China or Russia give them money. They bootstrapped everything. Come on, guys. This idea that
you have to give context. Context is important. These people came back. They came to a race country. And then their own politicians are telling them, وحذرين أمني iska xumaynina, anakani keenina ixtiraafka, iska suga, iska samra. You see, these are people for how many 32 years or then just wait, because they remember, their parents remember, DPA Somaren.
No.
Okay? No, we have to be, Somalilanders have no education. You need to speak to these people. They are clueless. Most of them don't know 2016. I spoke to lawyers in Somaliland who have no idea what 2016 is.
Forget about
and they're 30 years of age.
Your life, your not having recognition has given you a lot of obstacles. Because use your own brain to do movement.
They don't. No, but that's not how it works.
Forget about promise.
You know,
the lives
people, African Americans, no.
African countries.
That's not inadvertent water.
Somaliland. And I was like, why these people are scaffady here? They're
protesting. Adag sinin wixii ay ku dagaalami lahaayeen, which is knowledge. African Americans kama imanin walow soo halgamay.
Why are you talking? Media nowadays, they have
no.
Internet in Africa, it's Somaliland.
waxaan akhrisanay Miyaa, waxaan akhrisanay only 10% ayaan bedel keenta. Masters bedel ma keenan. 10%.
There's only 10%, even 0%.
If you look at the civil rights movements, waxaa la koranaya 10% ay isbedel keentay. Caalamka wax yar una isbedel keena, laakiin isbedelkan siduu ku imanaya inaad dadka wax bartid. There needs to be some kind of an acknowledgement and knowledge. Maba garanayaan, they have no awareness. Hadda la sheekaysa, hadda this guule difaac wuxuu ku sheegay Somaliland a de facto state. Haddana waa lawyer. I spoke to 2 lawyers, Ayan. Okay, forget about it. You're going to say something.
He's not acting like he doesn't know.
Forget about it. Okay, I actually know people who are pro-Somaliland. They have no clue. They truly believe this de facto state we are, secessionist 1991, but even I never knew this. You know? And I actually used to think de facto means in reality it works, but it's not by law it's not, but in reality. Not knowing is the worst thing that can happen. With more studies, more digging deeper, I realize it's the most detrimental thing that has happened to Somaliland. So we cannot accurately know everything. Everybody starts somewhere. And I think
me and you, we are here. Our different is. I'm saying, even if you don't know the mantic of how to get the recognition, how to do this to be separate from Somalia and things like that, and not being under Somalia, you know, and not putting yourself, the pain of your life, your fuqarlimo should be motivated.
What pain? Everything is being sanitized. You're not being taught of the Isaac genocide. Waxa la kuwaranay adaa dadkan sidan u gali weeyay. Ma helayso recognition.
See the fuqarnimo. Motivated.
Ethiopia, habeen maalin waxay ku dhintaan way cararaan. They go to other countries. Eritrea, you see, they really live it's not as easy as you're trying to paint it, Ayan. Government have a lot of power. Government suppress people. No. Government
protesting Somalia.
And look at no, they protest, but when it comes to their qabil, no, they protest.
They don't protest.
They protest for their qabil. They protest but they do protest. So you can replace that.
The fuqarlimo ends with the qabil. No,
they don't know because they don't know. No.
One
tribalism
to get a chair. They go back with the fuqarni. Your pain. They know your pain. Their pain should be a motivation. These people who are Behi, the hero, the Siraj, all of these people are not doing right on us. Your pen, your fuqarnimo should be motivated. When Mao did the revolution in China, because he was a freaking not high class people, and he saw the pen, and that became a motivation for him, you know?
North Korea, Rafat ke kuch jiran waad aragtay, the starvation. The government has a lot of power. No. Russia كذلك. People suffer in Russia. لكن واحد ربا knowledge.
As education, the best. They have salvation.
Knowledge. Somaliland waxaa la ka qariyay knowledge, waxaa la ka qariyay wadankooda inuu qani yahay, waxaa la ka qariyay inay warqadahoodii la ku shaqaysanayo, waxaa la ka qariyay inay wadan madax banaan yihiin. You're gonna see change, and I actually see change because the citizens of Somaliland they are putting pressure on the government of Somaliland. You can see things moving. Somaliland government is not doing anything; it doesn't really care. But you can see the citizens are pushing. I'm seeing some change, very small, albeit small, but they're pushing. So I think We have to teach these people knowledge.
But
I
we
truly
need
believe
to
it.
go to the next step. These small changes is okay, but we need to go to the bigger one. That's why I want. Me and you. I'm saying like I'm tired with the
No,
small
you
thing.
do it.
64
You do
years
it.
and
We're
I'm
waiting
too
for
low.
you. Do it. We're waiting for you, Ayan, to do your changes. We're waiting for that day.
That's what it is.
So do it.
That's what it is.
Okay, do it, Walalo. We're waiting. I'm just waiting for you to do your changes, Walalo.
If I
I'll
was
back you
in
up
Somaliland,
100%.
I'll be protesting every day. I'll be organized. I'll be arrested every day. I know myself. Start protesting when I was 7 years old. So I mean, you don't tell me that protests cannot happen in Somaliland. Come on, I started protesting when I was 7 years old.
I don't even believe in protest. I truly believe in changing policy.
That's what it is. What are you protesting for?
Yeah, by legal means. By legal means. Protest is not moving.
Yeah,
Nothing
protesting.
happens.
You know, there's nothing important like a storyteller.
Why
And
do you think
protest
it's
is start with a story. And your
because
story
I
is your
no,
brain.
I don't care about protest. I know all these issues that's happening in Somalia.
Go to the elite and say,
No,
my Fukarnima is because of you. Then they will get the recognition.
everything that is happening in Somaliland is because forget about the stupid recognition. Even our statehood, no one knows. No one knows we are state.
And that's affect you. That's why you come Fukara.
No one even knows you are state. You're being mistreated. Somalia
mistreated because
if I was a citizen of Somaliland, waxaan soo dhicin lahaa aniga waxaan ku oran caalamka oo re-establish waxaan oranaa de aniga wadankii and then waxaan soo dhexsan lahay ixtiraafkayga kaasaaban miiskaba marka waxaan la isku haysto these people are eating each other you see internally waxaan yar lagu soo tuuturo kaasay isku cunayaan iyaguna ma garanayaan sababta.
No, they need to feel the pain of
this de facto state makes it very de facto state makes you very poor. It makes you a second-hand citizen. That's the whole idea.
Yes, China was a different. Make sure
China no kuchita. We're talking about North Korea, man. We're talking about
but I'm talking about how China get her seat at the UN.
Forget about China. We're talking Maya.
How China become a de jure?
No, forget about China. China and Taiwan is not even the same issue as Somalia.
I'm not talking about the foundation of the issue.
No, why are you jumping back and forth? We're talking about Eritrea.
What motivated them? What is motivating them China to take their action?
Is misleading Eritreans.
Mao say, I'm not going to be allowed to
you're talking about China. We're talking about the whole of Africa. We're talking about Eritrea.
Communist party, country.
The whole of Africa.
UN, they kick out to China.
We're talking about the whole of it. People in the government
start with
governments are very powerful. Government are very powerful. They kind of, suppress dissent. You can see Eritrea. You can see Uganda. So Ayan, it's not as easy as you say. So what we should do, anaka mahala nagaraba. So
we cannot compare us with Eritrea. Come on.
No, you should.
We have an internet. Why we go to Galiba?
No, because you are democracy. No, but you are saying all
go to Galiba for for Somalia.
doodaada adiga jabinaysa waxaa tiri mar kale ku xanuujiyo oo dagaalamaysa ereyska inkan dhala ala xanuujinayay.
But it's different because you have a means.
Uganda way leedahay waa la xanuujiyey. Museveni weli meeshu
protest.
The protester. What is helping Uganda? What is it helping? Muxuu taray de?
He is building the country.
No,
he's a dictator.
He's not helping
Uganda.
Bobby Wine, he's crying every day.
So not political freedom, but in terms of economic, he's not doing a bad job.
So they have احتراف هذول
Even than Tanzania who has elections.
Wala ku xanibay de facto and you don't have good schools. Wala marka adiga
the good school,
Somaliland, we don't
Others,
have.
they're doing good, Masha. It's just a political one thing. But
Somaliland does not have.
you've been
Aku digani shicibka Somaliland xayawaan
and you're not doing anything.
aqoonta in wax bar dadkaas adaad rabtidee dhaqaaqaan wax bar.
True, telling them the truth. That's it. Don't treat them as eggs. That's what all I say. If you want to change Somaliland, ukun mahi. They are not gonna bust. They are not babies. They can take it. You know this idea to treat people like a softies. Come on. There's no anywhere in the world is softy. So African American went through the worst oppression a human can be. A slave. But they overcome and they still fight for their rights, civil rights. You think a white person fight for them? They did for themselves. Nobody say, oh, because you're African American, you went through all these horrible things, we're gonna give you your rights. No, they still went and fight for it. You know, women as we fought for our rights. There is no anywhere. Disabled people fight for their right. Come on. There is nobody's gonna give you recognition into silver plate.
Adinka waxaad hadda you're putting down the shicibka Somaliland who are national lawful liberators oo dagaalamay oo siyaad bare meesha ka tuuray oo dhulkooda dhistay aad sida loo minimize garaynaysaa.
I am not minimizing.
I don't understand it, to be honest.
I'm saying that I'm doing
minimizing them
the wrong way.
haddana ma oranaysid ma aha shicib la siiyo anything lama dhowrin
It doesn't matter if
it does matter haddana the politicians saw them
you know how you
politicians saw that waxaad adigu
you're doing bad. You make it as if everything is good.
Maya,
recognition.
no. You have to teach people. Adigu waxaad ku dhiganaysaa
lazy. They already lazy stuff.
adigu waxaad oranaysaa wax may qabsanin.
Blanket.
Adigu waxaad oranaysaa may qabsanin.
They have a small sheet. Now you're giving them blanket.
Inaad dadkan xishmaysid waayo.
No, that's
they were national, they fought, they lost everything. They were made impoverished non-entities. Waxna may haysanin. They did from scratch. Hadda miinada uku qarha weyd ayaan. Haddana waa la sii xanibay. No ixtiraaf. haddana waxaa la geliyay wax la yidhahdo cunaqabatayn la yidhahdo de facto state haddana waxaa maya adiga no not madness the elite-ka elite-ka haduu qabso elite-ka qabso la iska daa it's either you teach people laakiin aku diganin adu waxaa joogta America nolol fiicana ku jirta aku diganin dadka noolaa
I have my family who don't live good life, so I'm speaking for them, and I'm talking to them. You see, who this elite? Where they came from? They came from Somalia, Djibouti? No, they are from Somaliland. It's the result of the Somalilanders. They do these things because we allow them to do it.
Somalia, they were already set. dadka badankood reer biyay ahaayeen shicibka dhan ma oran kartid markaas una la siiyey ixtiraafkii markay carareen they were never even established يعني adigu waxaad oranaysaa reer miyigaas were educated no we are talking about people lost their sovereignty within 4 days
Enna, you said yourself here. No, few people.
No, you never give them any accolades.
There's no accolade here.
You should. I think they're the greatest people on earth. No, it's not tough love. If you're minimizing these people, to me, they're the great. To me, they're the greatest people on earth.
They can be great, but tough love.
They are the people who created the miracle of Africa. They're the people who created the races of people. So no other country. No. I'm gonna always say what they are. No.
I'm telling you. Somaliland women, this is the problem I have for you. And you are known, even the ones who are coming from Sijui land. You have a tendency of putting especially your men, to the gogorada, like put them in like a soft love. No, that's tough love.
mise eliidka adiga dad eliidka haysanaysa ba eliidka qabso maxaa shicibka adiga ku geeyay
No, shicibka. Mao came from. He was shicibka.
no talk about now Somaliland Somaliland oo iska difaacday siyaad baray dadka iska dhiciyay waa shicibka Somaliland
Who was the Malcolm X? He was a shicibka. Come on.
Malcolm X u dagaalamay sida shicibka Somaliland u dagaalameen. Are you telling Malcolm X who dagaalamay sida shicibka Somaliland u dagaalameen?
Yes.
Yeah, who came to the rescue of the Somaliland people? Malcolm X had a lot of people who are pro his civil rights fight. And Nelson Mandela had a lot of people who are for adiga yaa ku caawiyay. Adiga difaaga yimay. So who are dagaalamay?
No, he got to a point where other people came in. What did you do?
I'm asking you the question. Why are you trying to
you didn't even tell the one he created SNM.
SNM are the National Lawful Liberators, the whole citizens of Somaliland fought. Is that
you didn't explain to the entire world to know
so
about
you can talk about SNM SNM you can SNM to what Eden karta. You can say Naviga you made a mistake.
He created Rwanda Front.
Yes, but SNM to what Eden karta. Laakiin maxaad u eedeynaysaa shicib oo la xanibay